Let's get honest. Some of you are not tired of love. You are tired of trying to earn it. You are tired of starting over. Tired of awkward talking stages. Tired of men who come in strong, then disappear like they got recalled by the manufacturer. Tired of asking basic questions and getting vague answers. Tired of pretending you are just going with the flow when really the flow is stressing you out. And the dangerous part is this: dating burnout does not always look like giving up. Sometimes it looks like accepting less because you do not have the energy to explain your standards again. Sometimes it looks like ignoring your gut because you are scared you are being too picky. Sometimes it looks like answering the late night text even though you already know it is not leading anywhere. And sometimes it looks like slowly becoming a version of yourself you do not even recognize. So today we are asking the real question: are you looking for love, or are you losing yourself trying to be chosen? Welcome back to Love and Life Unfiltered. I'm your girl, Vivi Amor, and today we are talking about dating burnout, feminine self worth, emotional exhaustion, and how to reset before dating starts costing you your peace. Because love should not require you to abandon yourself first. Dating burnout is more than being tired of dating apps or bad dates. Dating burnout is when the process of trying to connect with someone starts making you feel disconnected from yourself. You stop feeling excited, you start feeling guarded, you stop feeling curious, and you start feeling suspicious. You stop asking, do I like him? And you start asking, does he like me? That shift matters because once your whole focus becomes whether you are being chosen, you stop paying attention to whether this person is even good for me. That is where so many women get caught up. You are so busy wondering if he is interested that you forget to ask yourself, does he make me feel safe? Do I like the way he communicates? Does his lifestyle match what I want? Do I feel peaceful after interacting with him? Is this connection bringing out my softness or my survival mode? Those questions will save you time. Trust me, I know, because dating burnout usually does not come from one bad experience. It comes from repeatedly ignoring what your body, your mind, and your spirit already knows. You knew the communication was inconsistent. You knew the effort was not matching the words. You knew you were doing too much emotional labor. You knew the situation felt unclear, but instead of stepping back, you tried to understand it, fix it, explain it, soften it, pray over it, and make it make sense. And now you are tired. Not because you are weak, because you have been carrying connections that were never supposed to be that heavy. Let's talk about the talking stage, because the modern dating has turned into getting to know someone into a whole unpaid internships. You are texting, you are decoding, you are asking questions, you are trying to see if he is serious, you are trying not to seem too interested, you are trying not to seem too unavailable, you are trying to be open but not naive, soft but not foolish, patient, but not desperate. That that right there is a lot. And what makes it worse is when the other person is not being clear. They want access, but not responsibility. They want your time, but not a commitment. They want your softness, but not the accountability that comes with handling a woman's emotions with care. So now you are in this awkward space where you are technically talking to someone, but you still feel single, confused, emotionally unfed. That is not romance. That is a situationship loading screen. And a feminine woman has to know when to stop investing in uncertainty because uncertainty is expensive. It costs you focus, it costs you sleep, it costs you confidence, it costs you your glow. One minute you are feeling cute and grounded, and then the next minute you are checking if he watched your story. Now, why are we monitoring Instagram activity like we work for Homeland Security? I know, ma'am. Your peace is too expensive to be managed by somebody's inconsistent communication. Let me give you a quick story time. There was a time when I was talking to someone, and at first the energy felt good. He was attentive, he was complimentary. The conversation had a little spark. He made me feel seen in the beginning. And you know how it goes when someone gives you just enough to get your attention, you start thinking, okay, maybe this could be something. But after a while, the pattern started changing. The replies got slower, the energy became unpredictable, the conversations started feeling surface level. Plans were mentioned but not really made. And instead of immediately admitting that something felt off, I started doing what a lot of women do. I started rationalizing. Maybe he is busy. Maybe he has a lot going on. Maybe I am overthinking. Maybe I should be more patient. Maybe I should not expect too much too soon. But the truth was, my body already knew. I did not feel calm. I felt anxious. I would check my phone and feel irritated with myself for caring so much. I would get a message and feel relieved instead of respected. I would hear from him and suddenly my mood would lift. And that bothered me because I knew I had given somebody too much power over my emotional state. That was the moment I had to pause and ask myself, am I enjoying this connection or am I trying to win back the version of him I met in the beginning? That question changed everything because sometimes we are not attached to the person, we are attached to the potential they introduce themselves with. The beginning version was charming, the consistent version did not exist. And once I accepted that, I had to stop negotiating with reality. I did not need a dramatic exit. I did not need a paragraph. I did not need to prove a point. I just needed to choose my peace. That experience taught me something simple. If a connection makes you feel like you are auditioning, waiting, shrinking, guessing, it is not feeding your feminine energy. It is draining it. And you cannot build love from a place of emotional depletion. Losing yourself in dating does not usually happen all at once. It happens quietly. It starts when you stop saying what you really want because you do not want to scare him off. It continues when you accept communication that does not meet your needs because you want to seem easygoing. Then you start adjusting your boundaries. You tell yourself it is not that deep, but it is deep when your peace is involved. You start dressing up emotional neglect as patience. You start calling inconsistency space. You start confusing chemistry with compatibility. And one day you realize you have spent more time time trying to be chosen than actually choosing. That is the part we need to talk about. Dating is not just about whether someone wants you. It is about whether you want the life that comes with them. Do you want his communication style? Do you want his emotional maturity? Do you want his habits? Do you want his character? Do you want how he handles conflict? Do you want the way you feel when you are dealing with him? Because attraction is not enough. A man can be handsome and still be harmful to your peace. He can be charming and still lack consistency. He can have potential and still not have the discipline to love you properly. And feminine women have to stop falling in love with what someone could be if they healed, matured, prayed, focused, and got their act together. That is not your assignment. You are not a rehabilitation center with a lip gloss. Hope is beautiful. Hope says, I believe love is possible. Self abandonment says, I will lower myself to keep this connection. Hope allows you to stay open. Self abandonment makes you ignore yourself. Hope feels peaceful. Self abandonment feels anxious. And a lot of women confuse the two. They say, I am just giving him a chance. But are you giving him a chance, or are you giving him repeated access after he has already shown you the pattern? Girl, there is a difference. Giving someone a chance means you are observing with wisdom. Making excuses means you are arguing with evidence. A man does not have to be perfect. Nobody is perfect. Nobody is perfect. But he does need to be intentional, respectful, honest, consistent enough for you to feel safe. If you have to keep convincing yourself that his behavior is okay, it probably is not. Your nervous system is not confused for no reason. Your irritation is information. Your disappointment is information. Your exhaustion is information. Your body retains memories even when your heart wishes to give genuinely. So listen to yourself. Now, let's be clear. Take a break from dating does not mean you are bitter. It does not mean you hate men. It does not mean you have given up on love. Sometimes a dating break is a feminine reset. It is you saying, I need to hear my own thoughts again. I need to stop performing. I need to rebuild my standards without someone's attention distracting me. I need to remember what peace feels like, because when you are constantly dating from a drained place, you may start choosing from loneliness instead of alignment. And loneliness can make almost right look good enough. But almost right is dangerous because it can keep you emotionally occupied while you still leaving you unfulfilled. It leaves you unfulfilled. You deserve more than someone who is simply filling the space. You deserve someone who adds value. So a dating break can help you ask better questions. What do I actually want? What pattern am I repeating? Where have I been too available? Where have I ignored my intuition? What type of love feels safe to me? That pause is not punishment. That pause is protection. Here is how you start dating from self worth instead of burnout. First, stop over-investing too early. Interest is not intimacy. A few good conversations do not mean someone has earned emotional access to you. Let people reveal themselves over time. Second, stop explaining your standards to people committed to misunderstanding them. If you say you value consistency and he acts like that is unreasonable, that is your answer. You do not need to debate your worth. Third, pay attention to your body. Do you feel calm or anxious? Do you feel seen or studied? Do you feel respected or managed? Do you feel like yourself or like you are performing? Your body will often tell the truth before your emotions are ready to accept it. Fourth, do not confuse intensity with connection. A man can text you all day and still have no intention. He can compliment you constantly and still not be emotionally available. He can create excitement and still not create safety. Chemistry matters, but character matters more. Fifth, keep your life full. This is the most important one. Do not let dating become the main event. Keep your routines, keep your friendships, keep your goals, keep your spiritual life, keep your joy. A woman with a full life does not cling to crumbs because she is not starving. That is the energy. The feminine lesson in dating burnout is this: you cannot receive healthy love while constantly betraying yourself. You cannot keep ignoring your needs and call it patience. You cannot keep accepting confusion and call it mystery. You cannot keep shrinking and call it being low maintenance. A feminine woman is not difficult because she has standards. She is clear. She knows that her softness needs safety. She knows that her heart is not a playground. She knows that access to her energy is a privilege. And she understands that love should not make her feel desperate for the bare minimum. Real love does not require you to chase clarity. Real love does not make you feel embarrassed for caring. Real love does not punish you for having needs. Real love creates room for you to be soft without becoming small. So if you have been dating and the dating have been draining you, this is your reminder. Pause, breathe, come back to yourself. You are not behind. You are not unlovable. You are not asking for too much. You may just be tired from giving your best energy to people who never had the capacity to meet you properly, and that ends when you decide it ends. I'm about to land the plane. So ask yourself tonight, am I dating from hope or fear? Am I choosing from peace or pressure? Am I open to love or am I trying to prove I am worthy of it? Because you do not have to lose yourself to find someone. The right love will not require you to disappear. It will meet you while you are whole. Thank you for listening to Love and Life Unfiltered. If this episode spoke to you, make sure you like, you comment, you subscribe, and share it with a woman who has been tired of dating but needed the words to explain why. And remember, your peace is not the price of love, it is the standard love has to meet. See you in the next episode.